wanted to do this live stream specifically for home buyers, home occupant buyers. I spend most of my time speaking with real estate investors. We talk about buy box, we talk about terms, all of these things. I want to do this video for people who are looking to buy their first or next home to live in as an owner occupant. It came to me yesterday evening when I was talking to a student. We were talking about the market, how their market is clearly slowing down. I have routinely shared with you how I have changed my business. The most important thing is last year, speed won. Listing came out. I made my decision in 7 seconds. Sometimes I wrote an offer, sometimes I didn't. Homeowners are doing the same thing in many respects. Now, some of your markets are so hot that you still have to do that, but it is very clear that the housing market is slowing down. So assuming you are in one of those markets where inventory is up, days on market is up. Now, these are up small numbers, but nonetheless, they are up and they are going to get worse or get better, depending if you are a seller or a buyer. Days on market going up, more inventory going up, better for the buyer, not for the seller. So again, back to what I'm doing. Speed was my only hope last year. Today, I do not look at first day listings. In fact, in my market as of today, I'm only looking at listings that are greater than 15 days old. What the decision that I have made is if a property comes out and it goes pending inside of 2 weeks, it wasn't meant to be. I want the properties that have aged. I want the properties that all the home buyers have looked at and said, no, thank you. I want the properties that all the investors have looked at and decided to move on. So it came to me, what if owner occupants did the same thing? Now, again, if you're in one of those markets, you have to get this house on this street. This doesn't work. If your buy box is very tight and only 1 or 2 listings come out, you're kind of in a box, and I get it. But if you are a home buyer and you're like, hey, I need to buy in this city, I need to buy in this area, and you're comfortable saying, hey, if I buy in May or I buy in November, it really doesn't matter. If that is you, it just hit me like, hey, why don't home buyers do the same thing? Instead of being the few that are focused on first day listings, what if you were the home buyer and instead of looking at first day listings and dropping everything and going to look at a house, you said, you know what? The housing market is slowing down. We have more and more FOMO, fear of missing out, on the seller side. More and more articles are going to be written forcing more and more sellers to list. What if you, as a home buyer, what if you did the same thing? Because if you wait until 2 weeks and it's not on the market, the agent and the homeowner, at least in most cities, will start having uncomfortable conversations. They will start saying things like, you're not marketing my property. It's overpriced. The dark color on your kid's bedroom is turning people off. Whatever it is, there will be uncomfortable conversations because all sellers remember is their neighbor sold their house in a weekend. The market is changing. There's a recession in the offering. Job losses are up. Affordability is down. We went from having the sellers be the ones with all the power, and they don't know it yet. But if you're a buyer, if you are still a qualified buyer in this market, you have more and more power every day. You may not see it, but I see it. I have been looking at my market for 22 years. I have seen markets roll over. I know what to look for. Home buyers, if you are in the situation again where you could say, hey, Michael, I need to buy in this area. I don't need to buy right away, but if I get a great deal, I'll take it. I think you should at least consider stop looking at first day listings. Look for listings. I don't know your market, right? 10 days, 15 days, 25 days. I don't know. That's your expertise. But I suspect in order to get the best deal, you have to find a property that's been listed for more than 7 seconds. If a listing comes on and it's got 3 or 4 offers right away, that will still go over asking, probably waive conditions. But if you only focus on, again, my example, 15 days, what can you do there? I can guarantee you one thing. I will not write any offers at list price if it's 15 days or older. I'm going to use that as a sign that it is overpriced and the agent and the seller are already talking. Price cut, price drop. What do we do? What do we do? Now, again, like I tell my investors, this strategy of waiting will not always work. Some homeowners will decide just to take their house off the market. That is their right to do. If the house is listed at 400, it should be at 375. 30 days go by and nobody buys it. That seller could take it off the market. And I think we're going to see a lot of that. But again, you're a homeowner that says, I want to buy here. I'm comfortable buying between May and November. If you look for the older listings, and it doesn't have to be way old, it could be 15 days probably in most markets. I think you are going to get better deals. I think getting a home under list price is amazing. Remember, you are signing a 30-year mortgage in most cases. Why not try to get the numerator, the top number, as small as possible? I don't know. If I was a home buyer, homeowner, that is what I would be thinking today. If this is helpful, let me know, comments below. Again, I know it won't work for all markets in all situations, but I would suspect greater than 50% of you are like, hey, I think that might help us because I'm not in a rush. I want a deal. I could be anywhere in this city. Fear of missing out on the seller side is going to be amazing for the buyers. And as we get into the summer and the housing slowdown really picks up speed, because it is slowing down, you as a home buyer, you are the most powerful. Where in the past, agents would be all up to getting a listing, right? List to last. Now it's going to be the qualified home buyer. Affordability is at such a low level that unfortunately, lots of people don't qualify at today's rates. If you still qualify at today's rates, you have the power. Act like it. Own it. Go get a deal. All right, everybody, I just wanted to tell that to homeowners. I hope you get to the house of your dreams. I hope you get on the property ladder. Most importantly, I hope you get a great deal. We will be doing the daily financial news at 7:30. Talk to you later. Bye.